Greetings, Tomasio here, and check out the website maryisthenewEvangelization.com. Great website, fantastic information, links, everything you need to know. So, what we're talking about right now is, do Catholics vote for Trump or Cruz? Do pro-life Catholics vote for Trump or Cruz? That's the question here, okay? Now, there are going to be Catholics who vote for Hillary, Sanders, but we call them uninformed Catholics, okay? Because anyone who has any kind of discernment of God and the Holy Spirit and the Blessed Virgin Mary realizes you can't vote for Hillary or Sanders because they're radical abortion views. Okay? Now, if Trump was still pro-choice, there's no voting for Trump. Do you understand that? So, all the candidates make exceptions on abortions, even the pro-life candidates, okay? That's fine. It's not good, but it's a given. It's a toss-up, okay? You'll find stuff with Cruz that he compromises, on the tough ones, okay? So, you might say, well, Cruz has been pro-life longer than Trump. Okay? True. You might say, well, Cruz will be more aggressive against Planned Parenthood, defunding Planned Parenthood. Probably true, but Trump said he'll defund Planned Parenthood. So, Cruz seems like he'll enjoy defunding Planned Parenthood. Trump seems like, gosh, they do some other stuff. So, but the bottom line is they'll both defund Planned Parenthood. Okay, at least that's what they're saying. Now, so that's a wash. They're both pro-life with exceptions. So that's a wash. Okay? They're both Protestants. So that's a wash. Okay, you might say, well, there's good Protestants and bad Protestants. I don't know. But it's all a wash. It's all a wash. Okay, now, you can say, oh, well, Trump said 2 Corinthians instead of 2 Corinthians, and Cruz would have never said that. So what? Cruz is probably smarter about the Bible, what's in the Bible, but Cruz clearly is influenced by Mormons. You saw what happened in Utah with Glenn Beck, Mormon, Mitt Romney. The Mormons are backing Cruz because he more lines up with their beliefs and their thinking. And if you know anything about Mormonism, it is fundamentally anti-Catholic in the sense that they believe the Catholic Church totally apostatized in the beginning, and then Jesus had to reappear in North America, okay, and get it right, and the Mormons were the chosen ones, to bring the correct gospel, which denies the Trinity, okay? So, what else does Mormonism deny? I mean, if you look at Mormons, they're not out on the front lines. They're not fighting abortion with the pro-lifers, okay? Now, they might not be having abortions, and Glenn Beck might be outspoken against abortion, which is fantastic. That's good. But do they have any devotion to the Blessed Mother at all? Do the Mormons have any devotion to the Blessed Mother at all? I don't think so. Okay, so their beliefs are very strange, but they have Christian morals. They do have Christian morals, but their history is polygamy, and some Mormon sects still practice polygamy. The Jews practice polygamy. The Muslims, polygamy. Okay? So, Cruz is connected there. You can't deny that. And if you research it, Cruz is also connected to this dominion theology that, you know, Christians will take over the earth, which might or might not be true, you know, in the millennium. But he tends to associate with groups who are very pro-Israel religiously. Okay, so Israel, even though they're aborting, you know, free abortions and promoting gay marriage and things of that nature, Cruz is totally all about Israel and supporting Israel. Now, Trump supports Israel, but he's also said that he's going to listen to both sides with the Palestinians, and he's not as, let's put it this way, brainwashed as Cruz is in regards to religion. Okay? Cruz has adopted a very strict fundamentalist Christian mindset, which is, I mean, I'm not saying he's not saved, okay? I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying he's not pro-life. All I'm saying is he has been influenced by a very strict fundamentalist mindset. And my experience with fundamentalists are they tend to be judgmental, critical, and self-righteous. Okay, pretty much. Judgmental, critical, self-righteous. They're not the kind of people you want to hang out with, necessarily. They're not real fun to hang out with. And it's like their way or the highway. You know what I'm saying? There's not much flexibility in a mindset like that. So with Cruz, that's what you're going to get. You will get a fundamentalist Christian, very strict, in the White House. And I can tell you he's not going to make the White House because of that reason. They will find quotes by him, by his father, you know, that are going to freak everybody out. And there's no way that the majority of the American people are going to vote for him over Clinton. They're going to go with Clinton as the safe choice. Now, Trump, on the other hand, does not have a strict religious history at all. He's new to Christianity, basically, even though he was a nominal Protestant, Presbyterian, but he hasn't been brainwashed. You see what I mean? By the fundamentalists or, you know, Mormons or anything like that. He's coming at it sort of new, but he's got this whole business background, and he's got a political background now. So he's going to have, I think, a much more objective view of, you know, religion coming into it. And he's very bright and intelligent, you know what I'm saying? And if his heart is open, God's going to show him stuff. And that's what I see, is that Trump's saying stuff first, and then Cruz is saying it after Trump says it. But it's all originating from Trump. There's nothing that Cruz has said that Trump's now saying. But there's tons of stuff that Trump has said that Cruz is now saying. So Cruz is learning from Trump, and then he's trying to, you know, learn from his success and what's making sense to people, and then bringing his credentials into it. But the thing is, once Cruz gets the nomination and Trump's out of the picture, he's not going to be able to steal stuff from Trump anymore. You know, he'll be left there. And Trump is not done. Trump's bringing more stuff up. Even tonight in Wisconsin, he said he's going to go after the threat of removing tax-exempt status from ministers, that they can't talk about politics. That's been something that's really been needed for a long time. So now Cruz is going to say it. You watch. In a couple weeks, Cruz is going to get on that bandwagon. Now, so as a Catholic, we're not supposed to be saying, oh, well, he's a worse sinner than him or her, or Trump said this about this woman and he made fun of her. And but who knows what Cruz has done? You know what I'm saying? Trump's out front. With Trump, you get what you see. With Cruz, you don't see what's going on in private. Okay, and I know there were those allegations. I have no clue. You know what he's doing in his private time. I have no idea. But with Trump, you sort of know what's going on. There's no real surprises with Trump. You realize he's been around beautiful women his whole life. He likes beautiful women. There's no question about it. Okay, now he has a wife, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he's committed to his wife. That's very important for Donald Trump, that he is faithful to his wife. And there's no indication that he's not. So that's very, very important, okay? You can go back 20 years, whatever, first wife, second wife, but it's his wife now. That's what we're concerned about, that, you know, that she's on board, you know, that she loves her husband, she trusts him, you know, and they're in this together. So with Trump, so you might say, okay, well, how about political experience? Doesn't that count? Well, does Cruz have that much more political experience? I mean, all I can say is Cruz would have more political experience, but not that much more, and he apparently isn't well liked, you know, by other politicians. So I don't see Cruz having any edge on Trump whatsoever, other than he's been, quote unquote, a Christian longer, okay? So, and he's been a little bit longer as a politician. So he's got just a little bit more experience. But why is it that Trump's the one that's laying down all the issues and Cruz is jumping on Trump's bandwagon from that perspective? So I don't think his experience, Trump seems like he knows more about what's going on than Cruz does. And Cruz just talks and talks and talks, and he really is not telling the truth. When he gets on there and says, Donald Trump is for partial birth abortion, no, he's not. You know, Donald Trump supports Hillary Clinton. No, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll say stuff that would have been true 10 years ago, but it's not true today. Okay? So, and now Kasich, do I even want to talk about Kasich? God bless you, Kasich. That's it. Now, as far as Bernie Sanders is concerned, like I said, whatever, you know, but I see this thing is coming down to Hillary and Trump unless the people bail on Trump. But he's not bailing on the people. That's what I'm saying. If you heard him today in Wisconsin, he hasn't lost a thing. He keeps bringing up the Christians and ISIS. You know, and yeah, he does sort of say, he said to the woman, he said, look, Ukraine, we're going to take care of Ukraine. Don't worry about the Ukraine. Then he told the biker guy, look, we are going to take care of you. The woman, the Mexican-American woman, no, we'll keep an eye on her. We're going to keep. Do you understand? He's making a lot of promises. I understand that. And he's saying that he's the messenger. He said it's a movement, he's a messenger. It's not about him. It's about the message. We're all for that, okay? Because there is a message. God's sending a message. Mary's sending a message. As Catholics, we can help Trump. Trump is going to be a lot more open to the Blessed Mother than Cruz will be. I guarantee it. Because the fundamentalists got that mindset. Trump doesn't have that. He went to the Episcopal Church. Trust me, he likes beautiful women. He's going to like this beautiful woman right here. Catholics, vote for Donald Trump. He's the better choice. We have a better shot at bringing this country back to some sense of Christian morality with Trump, because he can win. He can pull off the upset of Hillary Clinton because he can appeal to people who are not necessarily all that religious. and are concerned about jobs. He's appealing to the vets, you know. So he is appealing to people who are, it doesn't matter what party they're in. So anyway, Trump is the best choice for Catholics is Donald Trump over Ted Cruz because of the reasons I shared. Thank you.